YouTube viewers, Rectangular back, this time with another haul video. Here we have some loose items that I picked up from different locations. First, we have a cape that is on Valkyrie right now, the bright blue cape. That one came from a seller on eBay here in the United States. I want to say they are in somewhere in the south. I can't remember if it was Mississippi, Alabama, somewhere around there. But yeah, it's pretty decent. I'm trying to find a cape for Valkyrie. It's very challenging to find one that matches the correct color. This one's a little bit too bright and it's a bit too long. I'm hoping it will work well when she is on her winged horse, but more accurate would be, this is the old Hasbro Valkyrie that's pretty crappy. It's more of a her classic look, but yeah, this cape is very difficult to try to match the color. Speaking of which, this cape here, these other two capes came from a seller in Malaysia, and you can see it's not. This was supposed to be dark blue, and it has a hint of blue in it, but it's pretty damn dark. I'm trying to get a at least partial refund for that because it looked much more blue in the image that they were posting on eBay, and they make the excuse of, well, under certain light, etc. It's going to look different for some people. So pretty disappointed. I don't know if there's any way I can lighten this up. If any of you guys have any experience with that, please let me know. And yeah, so overall, not super happy with these purchases. These are nice quality capes, but yeah, this one I got for Black Panther. It's supposed to be like a charcoal. Don't remember if I think it's actually supposed to be black. So it's not even that dark of a black. It's more of a gray. And then when I was on vacation in New Mexico, this little I wouldn't call it a toy store. It's more kind of like a fancy card store. They had some miniature items, and I got these really cool leaves, fall leaves, and so there were $2.50 a package. Kind of wish I had bought some more because these are really useful. But yeah, those were a cool find. They're probably just a little bit on the big side, but I think they'll work overall. And at the same store, I got this miniature rubber duck, and he's a little big, but again, I think he will work in like a kid's bedroom or something, or Deadpool likes to play with toys like that. And then I got this little rubber frog as well, and these were both like 85 cents a piece. I wish I had bought some more frogs. It's weird is that I really looked at all of the frogs very carefully to inspect the paint, and I don't remember his eye being so cockeyed, so I'm wondering if these are decals that have this one kind of like slid back. So I might just have to strip the paint off of that eye and repaint it, but I think if he's going to be kind of in the background, you're not going to be noticing that minor paint imperfection all that much. But overall, pretty damn cool. And with that, let's move on to the next set of items. Next, we have a couple of loose Star Wars Black Series figures. On the left, we've got Luke Skywalker from Episode 4, A New Hope. And on the right, we have Han Solo, or Old Man Han Solo, from Episode 7, A Force Awakens. So, wasn't a big fan of either of these figures. The Han Solo I can definitely use for some other sci-fi setups. I can probably do a head swap on him, and yeah, then if I decide to do any kind of Force Awakens shot, I can definitely use him as well. Waiting on a sci-fi diorama that he will be useful for. And then the Luke Skywalker, I'm trying to get as many of these as I can for cheap. Hasn't been easy. Not too many people are selling them loose. And both of these I got off eBay. I think I paid like 10 or 11 shipped for Han Solo, and I think I paid 13 shipped for Luke. You know, they both came loose and complete with their accessories. Luke, I'm definitely just getting to kit bash. I don't really have any Episode 4 setups in mind, but I can definitely use him without the tunic on, and I can use the tunic probably for other figures as well. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to the next set of items. Next up we have some carded figures from Hasbro. On the left we have the Ant-Man Wave Wasp. Got her off of eBay from the Hasbro toy shop, and they were selling her for, I think it was $6. She was $6 plus tax, so it was, you know, less than $7 shipped for her. You know, great custom fodder body. You know, she's pretty much entirely black except for the paint on her torso and her hands, so very easy to modify. And I really wanted that that head, so yeah, I know that those torsos are in major abundance, but if anybody wants it for cheap, just let me know. Then when I was in New Mexico, I found Zuvio on clearance for $6 at Target. I was hoping to find one of the other figures that you know, isn't quite a peg warmer as this one is, but figure for $6, you know, it's not terrible. I can definitely use the accessories and kit bash him into something. Swap his head out with another figure, and probably modify the head as well. So you know, for $6, you know, not bad at all. Then finally from Amazon, I got my Wonder Man. My eel from the same order I got like 2 weeks ago, and so it took them forever to finally get stock of Wonder Man. So glad that finally shipped, and glad I got him for basically retail price, and I didn't have to hunt him down. I haven't seen that wave hitting anywhere in my area, and very few people seem to be finding him at retail, except I think maybe Walmart and maybe some Toys R Us, but I haven't heard anybody finding this wave at Target, which is the only store that's really close to me besides Walgreens. So with that, let's move on to the next set of items. Here from the Marvel Legends Doctor Strange Dormammu wave, we have Iron Fist, Brother Voodoo, and Enchantress. So very happy to find these at my Target using the DPCI that I posted in my news video. Had to ask them to pull them from the back, and didn't get any pushback, so hopefully you guys are having no problems with that. I know a few people, like my friend Josh Cheney, is running into somebody, some manager there who's convinced that there's a street date, but I haven't heard anything official that there is a street date on this wave, so you should be able to get these pulled from the back. I think they're just waiting. They don't want to do it because they're just waiting for Force Friday, the reset, since they're going to have to reset the toy aisle because of Force Friday. I think they're just being lazy, and they don't want to put them out until they're sure they have room. So don't let that stop you. Just be persistent, and you know, if you have to go to you have to wait till there's a different manager in the store, then just keep trying. But anyway, these were the only figures that I definitely wanted to make sure I got good paint apps for. I already have the Wave pre-ordered from Amazon, which keeps fluctuating when they're going to be shipping. Looks like right now October 5th I think is the last time I saw that when they're supposed to ship. So I always try to pick up figures at retail and then return whichever ones have the worst paint applications. So far these look pretty damn solid, and everybody who I've talked to who's picked up the Wave haven't had any major QC issues. So one thing that's seemed to be very cool is that the hair, like on Enchantress and a lot of the other figures, is much softer material. So hopefully it sounds like Hasbro is listening to us now. And also the what's it called? The shoulders on Enchantress, they are the joints are covered so that you don't see that exposed slot there in the shoulders. So that's a nice improvement over the box set version that we got from SDCC. So overall, it looks like this is a much better version of Enchantress if you were on the fence on which one to get. The colors are more, looks like the Earth's Mightiest Heroes version, but I'm totally cool with that. I like both versions. I think I'm going to actually like this one better. Brother Voodoo is almost the same except for the paint on his face. That was from the Doctor Strange box set. And the cane, or his staff, was green, had green glowing skulls instead of blue. So just pretty minor changes, but overall the paint looks really good on him. Same with Iron Fist. I don't see anything wrong with him. The logo turned out really nice. I still wish that they had used the Superior Spider-Man mold over this Pizza Spidey mold, because I don't like that elongated abdomen area. So yeah, it's not terrible, but I just wish that they would change that. Also the fists can be swapped out at the wrist, so you don't really have to modify that too much. You have to modify if you want to use your fists from your Odin Wave Iron Fist. You probably will have to modify the pegs because they are longer than the pegs on these hands. So yeah, that's just a helpful tip for you. And with that, let's move on to the last set of items. Finally this week from Diamond Select, we have the Gotham Selina Kyle deluxe action figure with base. Now, I don't collect DC figures, but my friend Punker Mike reminded me about this figure, that it is in perfect scale with Marvel Legends. Most Diamond Select figures are 7-inch scale, but Marvel Legends females tend to be a little too tall, so this one actually works great with Marvel Legends, and she comes with a really nice base, some cool accessories. She's got a carton of milk, which I don't think I have one. I'm trying to see there, it's kind of dark. Actually, don't know what those are, but oh, I think they're pegs for the fire escape, which is pretty cool looking, except for the ladder on mine looks really bent in the package. So hopefully with some heat I can get that warped back into position. Pretty cool looking figure. It's got, looks like decent articulation. I know that if you combine it with the Detective Gordon figure, you can make a really nice display base in two pieces. This one is just an above ground piece, and I think the Gordon comes with a the lower half, so that's pretty cool. If you get both pieces, you can combine them. I just really picked this up to kit bash this figure. I'll probably end up painting the pants blue to give her some torn jeans. I know a lot of people who have used, I know Christina Cruz, I think, used this to make a really nice Netflix version of Jessica Jones. So, you know, I don't think I'm going to be doing that because we're going to be getting that cool looking Jessica Jones from Marvel Legends probably next year. So it's a good idea though, a really good base, and yeah, the head can probably use on another figure, but I don't know. I basically just wanted her as a you know, civilian for background shots. I don't have any particular plans for this gal here, but pretty cool looking figure. And I think I got it on Amazon. You can see it's got a little bit of wear and tear on the package, just like a little bit of dog ears on the corners. I'm not a mint on card collector, so this was a great purchase for me, because Amazon, a lot of people who are mint on card collectors, they return figures like this that just have very minor cosmetic damage to the package, and saves me some money. So yeah, hopefully you guys like the video, you share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, and I always love hearing back from you guys, so please leave a comment below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.
That's crispy.